So, you've heard about dropshipping, right? It gets talked about like it's this super exclusive club. And look, the idea of making money while you're not chained to a desk is, well, it's pretty tempting. But the big question is always, where do you even begin? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and build a professional pet store completely from the ground up. A lot of people get stuck right at the start. They think you need to be some kind of design genius or a coding wizard to launch a really good looking online store. But honestly, that's just not true. You absolutely do not have to be a tech nerd to make this whole thing work. I'm going to walk you through this step by step and show you exactly how to go from absolutely nothing to a fully functional, professional looking store. We're going to cover it all, from finding products all the way to the final launch. And you'll want to stick around, because I'm going to share a little color trick later on that most beginners completely overlook. Okay, first things first, we have to build our foundation. Think of this as the launch pad for your entire business. And trust me, it's way simpler than you think. The best way to learn any of this stuff is by actually doing it. And Shopify makes this super easy. They have a 3-day free trial, and after that, it's just $1 a month for your first few months. This is, without a doubt, the lowest risk way to dive into an online business right now. So, once you start that trial, Shopify is going to ask you a bunch of setup questions. My advice, just click skip all so we can get right to the good stuff. Next up, you're going to install this CJ Dropshipping app. It's a really solid source for products. From there, just search for your niche. In our case, pet supplies. Now, here's the most important step. Don't just list any random product. You have to check the recommended retail price, or RRP. It's basically the price the manufacturer suggests, and it's a great little guide to make sure you actually have a healthy profit margin after you factor in shipping. All right, so our products are sourced. Now for the fun part. Let's make sure our store doesn't scream, "I just built this yesterday." Because when you're selling online, how things look, well, it's everything. Here is one simple thing that separates the beginners from the pros. A rookie, they just pick a theme and kind of hope for the best. The pro move is to check the mobile layout first. Seriously, most of your customers are going to be shopping on their phones, and if your site looks like a mess there, you've lost that sale before you even had a chance. And hey, you don't need to spend any money here. I really recommend starting with free themes like Sense or Dawn. Why? Simple. They're clean, they look incredibly professional right out of the box, and most importantly, they're already built to look great on mobile. And please, do not overthink the logo. I'm serious. You can hop on a free tool like Canva and whip up something simple and clean in like 60 seconds. Just drag and drop it into your store's header, and boom, you instantly have a brand. Okay, the store is looking sharp, but how are customers going to find it? This is where we make a really important pivot. We're going from just building a store to building an authority in our niche using search engine optimization, or SEO. Let me tell you the single biggest SEO mistake that beginners make. They just copy and paste the product description from the manufacturer. Google sees this as duplicate content and, well, it hates it. It'll actually penalize you for it. So instead, you need to write a unique, benefit-driven story. Don't just list the features. Talk about why a smart pet feeder is an absolute lifesaver for a busy owner. You want to answer the questions they're already typing into Google. Okay, remember that color trick I mentioned? This is such a cool pro-level tip. It's not strictly SEO, but it makes your brand feel so much more polished. If you go into your Shopify market settings, you can actually set different color schemes for different countries. So imagine a cozy, warm theme for your customers in North America, and maybe a bright, airy one for customers in Australia. It's such a subtle but powerful way to make your brand feel local, no matter where your customers are. Another thing that's critical for both your customers and for Google is site speed. It's exactly what it sounds like. How fast does your website load? A slow site is an absolute business killer. It frustrates customers until they leave, and it tells Google not to rank you. Getting this right is completely non-negotiable. We are in the home stretch now. Before we hit that launch button, let's just run through a final checklist to make sure all those kind of boring but absolutely critical details are handled. Just 3 quick things in your settings. First, make sure you activate Shopify payments or PayPal, so you can actually get paid. Second, make your checkout as simple as possible. Don't force people to create an account. It absolutely kills conversions. And third, just use Shopify's built-in templates for your refund and privacy policies. It'll save you hours of work. All right, time for a little dose of honest truth. I'm not here to sell you some get-rich-quick dream. This stuff takes work. some products just won't sell. But with the right foundation, which you now have, this is truly one of the best ways to build a real, legitimate business right from your laptop. And now, for the moment we've been building up to. The very last step before your store is officially open to the entire world. It's time to go into your online store settings and remove that password. And just like that, it's done. Your store is live. If you've been following along, you are now officially the owner of a professional pet brand that's ready for customers. So, congratulations. The foundation is built, the virtual doors are open, and your brand is officially born. You've gone from learning about it to actually doing it. So the only real question left is, what's your first sale going to be?